aircraft mechanics are always the first to appear at an airfield. On land, they are the real masters behind all military aircraft. Until the sortie begins, none of the engineers knows which crew will fly. Unlike pilots and navigators who may operate different types, technicians always remain loyal to just one machine. Pre-flight routines for frontline aviation in Russia differ greatly from common practice in many NATO air forces, where technicians check only the most critical parts of an aircraft between successive missions. In Russian aviation, technicians check absolutely every one of the aircraft systems before each and every flight. If there's any doubts about even one component, the flight is cancelled. Before any flight, it's traditional for pilots to add the finishing touch by polishing the skylight, which is what flight crews call the glass canopy over the cockpit. This fighter bomber is affectionately known in Russia as the duckling, because of its flattened nose cone. Concealed beneath the outer skin is a special radar antenna, which helps crew to take control of immediate airspace and lock on to any target, whether it's on the land, on the water, or in the air. The Su-34 has a comfortable cockpit designed for long-haul flights. 2 people can stand upright behind the seats. There's also a toilet and cooking facilities. This aircraft was originally designed for naval pilot training, to teach them how to land on aircraft carriers. But while it was being designed and built, the new machine was redesignated for combat duties.
Su-34 Fullback. Crew 2. Maximum speed 1,900 kilometers per hour. Combat radius 1,100 kilometers. Service ceiling 17,000 meters. Maximum takeoff weight 44,360 kilograms.
As a bomber, the Su-34 is capable of destroying ground targets or warships. Its weaponry weighs up to 8 tons, but the airframe has excellent flying characteristics, making it a highly effective fighter. It's highly maneuverable in air combat, able to defend itself, as well as to seek out and destroy enemy planes in the air. In Russia, every pilot and navigator has his own particular specialization: offensive, air combat, or bombing. But whatever field a young pilot chooses, his road to achieving the status of flying ace will never be fast. After graduating from the military academy, endless flight simulator training begins. That's followed by exams and flights with instructors. Then a minimum number of solo flight hours, and the beginners' takeoffs gradually become combat training. Only after 4 years of military service can a pilot fulfill practically any airborne task that might be asked of him. Pilots often joke about this Su-34 aircraft, saying that it flies like an iron. It's a powerful, heavy and stable bomber that can carry out a missile and bomb attack against a target in almost all weather conditions, even at night. Its most prominent feature is the variable geometry of its wings. The pilot can select any one of 4 different configurations. During the takeoff phase, the wings are extended to their maximum angle to generate the most lift.
Su-34 Fencer. Crew 2. Maximum speed 1,400 kilometers per hour. Combat radius 560 kilometers. Service ceiling 11,000 meters. Maximum takeoff weight 39,700 kilograms.
The bull or buffalo is a symbol of strength and power. The beast has no natural enemies. My first flight in this aircraft went well, and my colleagues congratulated me. In keeping with tradition, they all sat on the nose wheel. I was left with very warm impressions and memories of that flight.
In combat mode, the Su-34's wings are swept back, almost flat against the fuselage. This reduces drag, allowing for much greater speed and maneuverability. Operating combat aircraft at night is always dangerous. At sunset, even small clouds can blur the horizon as sky merges with ground. Pilots orientate themselves by instruments and with help from ground control. With the latest in guidance technology, this ultra-modern bomber can attack land targets in virtually any weather conditions and in the dark. That's why night flying exercises are given extremely high priority. After sunset, takeoff and landings are practiced until late into the night.